Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Justin Skizik. I am the host of the Rise Up podcast, and I have the most wonderful gift of a person to spend time with me today. Her name is Maiko Makito. She is the co-owner and managing director of Pearl FALCO. She's going to tell her story about her business and what she does, but she's based out of Japan and she's right now in Singapore. And I, she's in the jewelry industry. And so, Maiko, welcome to the Rise Up podcast.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Here is now is a midnight.
Yeah, night for her, morning for me. That's the beauty of the internet. We could talk across the globe today. So, okay, Maiko, I love starting at the beginning. Tell the listeners, tell me, what is Pearl Falco? Like, what is your business? What do you do? And just tell me a little bit about your company.
Okay, so Pearl FALCO is a pearl jewelry company based from Iseshima, Japan. This is my hometown and birthplace of the culture pearl. So past over 40 years, we are making for pearl jewelry one piece by one piece, from mainly for the aqua pearl and also the other seawater pearl.
Awesome. So is it you do harvesting? Do you harvest the pearls?
No, we are not pearl farmer. We are collecting from the pearl farmer to grading, by processing, grading, and crafting the jewelry.
Okay. Okay.
Because the success rate of the aqua pearl is only less than 30%, so we cannot dedicate only one pearl farmer. We have to collect as many as possible to different pearl farmer to standardize the quality of the pearl.
Okay. Okay. So when it comes to pearls, I do not know anything about pearls. Okay. So tell me, like, what makes a good pearl versus a not good pearl, in your opinion, in order to make it into jewelry?
Okay, it's a 7 criteria to define the pearl price, a value. Like they say, luster, thickness, surface, and also the color and surface, and also the uniformity, everything. But its most important value is a luster.
A
How
luster.
shine, yeah. Whether you can see your face like mirror, or you can see more color from inside. This is a value of the pearl. But not many people know about this.
So the luster is the most important part.
Yeah.
What is the most rare kind of pearl that you are aware of or know?
Mm, production is seawater pearl production in only 3%. It's a market, 97% is a freshwater pearl. So we are mainly dealing with the seawater pearl, but of course we also have freshwater. Freshwater can produce multiple time and then thousands of the pearl for one gram. Mainly seawater pearl is come from the oyster, only one piece for lifetime. Mainly
Okay.
aqua pearl. Yeah. It takes many years to produce just one piece.
Yeah. So you have like white pearls, you have pink pearls?
White, pink, it's not very pink. It's mainly white, gold, black. This is the three color. But
Okay. White, gold, red. Okay.
pink is maybe treated or
Okay.
maybe, yeah.
Okay. So how did you get into this? So, it's from your hometown in Japan. How did you start doing like jewelry from pearls? Like, how did you get into this?
For myself,
Yeah.
it's my hometown is a birthplace of the culture for late 19th century. Akoya oyster first cultivate there. This is a start of the pearl cultivation. So my hometown is the origin of the pearl. So my parents doing for the pearl jewelry business. Then I was working for the computer company actually in Tokyo. Then I transferred to Singapore as an expert. Then I settled down in Singapore actually. I met my husband in Singapore. Then I have a child. But suddenly my parents call me. It's like, oh, are you seriously to not to take over family business? Then I have a younger sister, but she's a doctor. So nobody took over. And then my parents is getting older.
Mhm.
So yes, the beginning as my responsibility of the eldest daughter. I decide to took over my family business from Singapore. This is my start to join it for the jewelry industry.
Yeah. So your younger sister got lucky.
Yeah, so I should be become a doctor.
Yeah, you should have. So, is that okay? I'm not obviously I've never been to Japan. So explain to me just real quick. Is that okay? Your parents are getting older, they wanted somebody to you took over the business. Is that as part of your culture? Is that expected of you? Did you have
Mm,
a choice in the matter or is that not the case?
I think this is a very Asian culture, like or try to make the legacy continuously person. This is an Asian culture actually. But of course, it's now is a modern days, like for even Japan also developed country. So it's like we also have a different career. We also study in university. Why do I need to? So because of that, I came to Singapore. I wanted to working for the developing country. Yes, maybe I was educated like this by parents.
Okay.
So felt the responsibility because without this company, I might not to go to university or not
Mm,
be who I am. Then at
yeah.
that time, it's many more stuff in Japan. I felt sorry. Okay, I don't want to take over. Then I just close down the company. Also feel bad to them. That's why I decide to at the beginning.
All right. So when did that happen? How long have you been CEO or managing
Nine,
and or
nine,
managing director of Falco?
16, 9 years back,
9 years.
8, 9 years back. Yes.
Yeah. So during those 9 years, now that you're, managing director of the company of Pearl FALCO, what is one of the biggest industry or the biggest challenges you're facing in the business right now?
Maybe you also be a consultant to doing for the luxury brand. So you already might know that, but it's jewelry industry. It's very, very close. Not like easy to know the detail. Very secretive industry. Even for the cost structure, everything, it's very unclear. So especially pearl, not many people know about the pearl. It's how to see the quality of the pearl, how to differentiate the type of pearl, but just leave it there. It's nobody try to educate so detail. Then just customer, consumer to buy, this is a white pearl. Okay, just buy kind of the market.
Mm,
So
mm,
I feel that it's very, very challenging at the beginning for to understand myself for this jewelry industry. And also, it's not many people know about the pearl additionally. And I thought I can be wholesaler because I come from a source of the whole culture pearl. But not many people know about the culture pearl. It's even know the name of the Isishima or cannot differentiate freshwater pearl and aqua pearl, whatever. So
mhm,
this is the beginning. It's very, very challenging to educate the people, educate the market.
mm.
Mm,
Because they don't understand. So if I understanding you correctly, they don't understand the value or the quality. They just think, oh, it's just a pearl. They don't understand that, okay, a really good pearl has really good luster, right?
mm.
And, there's certain all those kind of 7 criteria that you have, right? Okay. So what about, in your rich legacy of, Japanese pearl, you know, perfection and jewelry, can you share a story about a particular client or specific project where your team or you like have your dedication to craftsmanship, sourcing has truly made an impact? Is there a particular client that you've had in the past that bought a piece of jewelry from you that just had real significant value for them? Sentimental value, meaning emotional value, personal value.
All the power is evaluated by human eyes. So not necessarily depend on me or jewelry brand. So normally how I sell is I share how to see the quality of pearl, how to differentiate the quality of pearl. This is my mission and passion to share the
Mm,
client. So after I educate or after share my knowledge, customer can see the value of the pearl with their own eyes.
mm,
Then they start to choose by themselves. And
mm.
then some customer choose for the like buy for the 30 years wedding anniversary. Some of them it's for the pearl necklace for the mom 80 years birthday gift. Or some is like collecting one pearl every year. Then try to make the pearl necklace in 20 years time or those kind of the
Well, that's a great
customer.
idea.
Yeah, yes. It maybe feels so like move and touch. And then this become my encourage myself to continue, even though very challenging.
Yeah. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. I never thought about that. Um, if you're listening to this, like, listen to Maiko. She take a pearl, put it on a necklace, and every year that you're every anniversary, add a pearl to
Mm.
it. I would have 25 on mine. I just passed 25 years with my wife, so I should have done that 25 years ago.
30 years is a wedding, pearl wedding. 30
All right.
years
Okay.
anniversary. So 5 more
Noted.
years.
I got 5 years. Okay, 4 years, 5 years. So do you sell primarily online, or do you have stores in Japan, like actual stores you can walk into? We call
Yeah, I
them
have
brick and mortar stores here
Yeah,
in the United
I have a
States.
store in Japan and also Singapore. But anyway, I live in Singapore, so I took over my family business. I opened a store in Singapore. But of course, yes, I also have an online business, but online, not so easy to show the real value of the pearl. It's like millions of the jewelry company to sell the online.
Mm,
Then how to differentiate? It's very, very difficult. Normally, I expect wanted to have at least those kind of the conversation, even for very far from Singapore, very far from Japan. Even Japan also, it's still compared Singapore, it's a very big country. Though compared to the United States, very small, but it's not easy to go my hometown easily. So we try to show or we try to have those kind of the conversation like online meeting or some we really want the client to at least to come to our store to see the pearl with their own eyes. So we try to do that. So it's not we don't push so much, it's online actually.
you don't? Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, to buy jewelry, you mean the jewelry companies that I work with that have stores. I mean, there's nothing like seeing it in person. Right?
Mm.
Feeling it and touching it, putting on your skin. So that makes sense. Do you have any so do you have any goal to have a store in the United States?
I wanted to find the team first before just going to other country.
Oh, okay.
Wanted to create a team to really wanted to share this mission. Thousands, millions of the jewelry companies there they exist already. Or if don't carry this mission, like to educate the market, to share the story of the pearl, and then how to see the quality, how to differentiate the type of pearl. We cannot find those kind of people. Maybe I just closed up my company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I wanted to find a team first.
So what are you doing right now to attract clients either to come into the store? Like, how are you connecting with your customers right now, to get them in, like, because that's the hardest part, right? Getting them into the store so they can feel it. So
Yes.
what are you doing now to do that?
So after I took over my family business, nobody know about the Isishima. Nobody, most of the people don't know about the Aquia Pearl. So I started many projects. Like, for example, one of the project is jewelry competition. I contacted for the Ministry of Education, which school study for the jewelry. Then I contacted the school, then to organize the pearl jewelry competition. I also lecture how to see the quality, how to differentiate the type of pearl in school. And then students, craftsmen, and graduate to join for this project. Now, slowly by slowly, this project now is the eighth year. So expanded from Asia, then some maybe 11, 12 countries to join for this project. And also I do crowdfunding. A part of the sales, I contribute to the child educational fund as for the uh, underprivileged child. So I have a £1 necklace divided is one piece by one piece. Then part of this sales going to the child educational fund. And
Okay.
also, yeah, I also do, of course, lecturing many places. I go many different places, even for online. I try to share for my knowledge about the Pearl. I also do for in like those kind of the workshop in company, in my store and many different places. And right now I'm making for documentary together with filmmaker. So not only Aquia Pearl, I go to different country to shooting for the documentary of the pearl cultivation, different type of the pearl, freshwater, South Sea Black, South Sea White, South Sea Gold. I try to capture all the story behind it to try to share to the world. It's,
Right.
yeah, so
So
this, yeah,
when
I
is
do. I already
when is that
started
supposed to come out? Yeah.
slowly by slowly sharing. Yeah, we are now editing.
Okay.
Yeah, we also, yeah, YouTube channel also started as a social media. Then, yeah, sometimes when we have an event, we also sharing for this documentary.
That's a unique angle, creating a documentary about the pearl industry and the history of it.
Yeah.
So what are the most effective are you advertising as well? Like do you put money into advertising and that? I don't know if that's like what are you doing on that front or other
Of
marketing
course,
channels? Yeah.
for the, we advertise, but mainly we advertise of my workshop. So like rather than we advertise the product, of course, product is the one I have to sell it. But before that, I wanted to share my knowledge with the world. So mainly I do advertise for the workshop, how to see the quality, how to differentiate the type of the birds. Workshop is mainly we do advertise. And also those kind of the project, what I'm doing is what have been to feature in media is a newspaper, sometimes a radio or TV program. Yes, so came to feature me. So this helped my company.
People, do they end up buying from you at the workshop? Is that how that works?
Yeah, yes, yeah. For like, yeah, some is offset by buying the jewelry if I do for the workshop in my store. But sometimes I was invited as a guest speaker. This is a
Okay.
voluntary, yeah, voluntary to go there to teach.
Okay. All right. So what do you believe is the biggest opportunity of the pearl industry, pearl jewelry business right now that you're seeing?
Okay, right now is due to the global warming. Aqua pearl production is rapidly decreasing. Just 20 years, 90% drop the harvest. And these 3 years alone is 80% of mother oyster die. So now is harvest is worse in history. Price
Mm,
is the highest in history. Of
mm.
course, it's very, very sustainable industry, but is we have to fight for the global warming. So become less and less, but won't be like die everything because still human is there, still nature is there. So we try to protect some species, try to change the location, but not easy to continue. But the price will be continue to increase, and then might be investment pieces. So yeah, this will be potential for Aquia Pearl, but it's not the big market.
Yeah. What is the biggest opportunity you see to get new clients? Probably that's the way of saying.
Biggest opportunity, meaning for the quality wise or
For the store, for online, what is the biggest opportunity you see to get new clients?
whenever I do a workshop.
A workshop?
Yeah, when I organize a workshop, after that maybe one hour later, many of them start to love and start to appreciate the pearl to become pearl lover.
Okay.
So that time, yeah, I also feel very motivated. Even though they might not to buy immediately, but many of them start to appreciate more.
Yeah.
after the
Do you
workshop.
do
Yeah.
virtual workshops too, like Zoom, those kind of things, or
Yeah,
only
yes,
in person?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes in university, as a different countries
Okay.
of university, I also lecture through that.
Okay. Okay. What about if you're looking to what's your goal with Pearl Falco as far as growing the business? Are you wanting to grow the business? Are you wanting to, get more clients, or are you okay with where you're at? Like, what is the beyond what you're doing now? What's your vision for your company as you grow it or run it?
I don't want it to my company forever, my family business. So I need to change my family business to be a corporate. So the reason why I need to find us a team before going to United States, meaning I have to find the good team or maybe partner to understand for this mission and passion to share the story of the pearl with our,
Mm.
yeah,
Keep the story of the pearl alive, but not necessarily your family doing it all the time. Maybe
yeah,
it's your
not
sister's
necessarily.
turn.
I don't think so. She's doctor. She doesn't like. That's
I'll
why they
have her
come.
on the podcast and I'll tell her to help you out
Oh
a little
yes,
bit. No,
please,
I'm just
yes.
kidding. Sorry, sister, whoever you are. I'm just being funny. Okay. So, what other let me ask you a couple questions. If you were to look back at the last, what, 9 years, you said? 9 years since
Okay.
2016, I think you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
What is one thing you would tell your younger self? What is one piece of business advice you would tell your younger self that you know now?
More challenging, much more challenging than expected.
Mm,
So be ready. Yeah. And
harder than you
beginning,
thought.
yeah,
Yeah.
beginning, I just took over my responsibility. I feel the responsibility as the eldest daughter, but it's not enough to carry on. So I try to find that like mission and also need to find a passion too.
Mm,
Otherwise, not that easy. And like it's a jury in power industry is a very unclear. Or also, yeah,
okay. All right. Entrepreneurship is a hard road, right?
yeah.
Takes way more work than you think. But, I love your mission of what you're doing, trying to keep the pearl industry educating, letting people know that, it's something that's created by nature, right?
Mm.
Mm, but it's something that's being affected by global climate and other things, right? So, what is looking forward where you are now, what is one thing that you're most excited about?
I see the love to the pearl. Or yeah, like if clients fall in love with the pearl can differentiate by themselves, and then those clients to teach this education to other friends, or even like they just come back to my store and then totally different customer. Also, they try to share how to
Mm,
see at that time I was very touched. Yeah, at that time
yeah,
feel love and also yes, yeah, mm. Because it's a
that's
jewelry, it's yeah, not necessary to live a life, but maybe add on the color only. If I can see the feel, love, or maybe connection beyond the jewelry or beyond the pearl, yeah, I feel more motivated.
oh, that's wonderful. Where are you at now and where do you wanna be?
Meaning sales revenue.
Yeah. You can give me a ballpark if you or an estimate if you so are you doing a couple million a year? What are you only doing like in US? I don't know. I'm just looking at it from US dollars. So I don't know if that's we have to do some calculation, but I'm just curious to see where you are and where you want to go with the business.
I think is a normal way for the business cycle of the company is normally 30 years. Go up, go down within the 30 years. Now our company is a 40 years. But only last few years we started overseas business and then try to change for the business model, try to coming up. So
Okay.
already we passed the top, then coming to go down all the way almost the bottom. So now it's actually a very, very challenging situation. Japan also economy was not that good. And then countryside not that easy to employ the new young staff. It's a market is fluctuated and not big demand of the pearl in Japan right now. So I tried to create the new pearl lover community in at least outside Japan, even small country in Singapore, but it's Singapore is one of the biggest center of Southeast Asia. So
Yeah.
if I create a community from here, maybe from here I can reach out more like far lover from here.
Yeah.
So far from Japan, yeah.
Where where out
So
other than Singapore where you are now, where are other countries that would be more I don't know how to best say this, that would be that love pearls? What are other countries that like would it be like Saudi Arabia or United States or Canada or Europe?
mm, of course, it's the biggest market right now in just China.
China.
Chinese people love the pearl
Okay.
historically too.
Okay.
But is China is the biggest market, but not that easy for foreigner like Japanese to go inside. So it still takes a time to really go into the China market like this. Of course, is a Europe and US also has a market, but it's still those developed countries don't know about the power yet. Maybe most of the United like States like people or Europe people also cannot differentiate freshwater and aqua.
Oh
Or
yeah, I
maybe
wouldn't know.
yeah.
I wouldn't know. Yeah.
But actually the price wise also very different. Maybe whole production 97 is a freshwater pearl, meaning freshwater pearl is very, very competitive, reasonable price. Seawater pearl is very different. But within seawater pearl also can be $1, can be thousand or a few thousand for
Hmm.
one piece. So but many people don't know. So it takes a time for me to educate. So before I die, I have to find the good team. Then maybe I can last more.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I have to do.
Okay. So why is it difficult because for from your home country Japan to market in China? Is it because of government regulations or is it because of something else?
Jewelry business is okay. Stand of the jewelry company, like such a small company like us, just going to China, not that easy anyway. So we
Mm,
have to build up the plan first, or build up strong something. Also need a money, marketing fund. So chicken and egg issue.
got
So
it.
still,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Um, yeah, I've had a couple conversations with other people that I've interviewed, and they, putting in pearl companies or, their company in other countries and just the challenges that, you know, it's not easy to do that. Let's just put it
yeah,
that way.
yeah,
Which it makes sense. It makes sense. So as you're a growing company, you need a team, you need financial resources or money. You
yeah.
need money to do that. You need patience because you got to get through the process of
Yes,
all
yes.
the government, what we call red tape or, bureaucracy or whatever. If you were to leave our listeners with one thing about understanding the pearl industry, seawater versus freshwater quality or whatever, to educate them, like what is the biggest thing you could tell them?
Your eyes is the most important rather than any brand or any certificate. Your eyes is the most
Your
important.
eyes.
Because
Okay.
all pearl is evaluated by human eyes, not by computer. Then luster cannot be standardized by computer. So people have to feel it and see it. So if they can see the quality by themselves, not necessarily depend on us. So you are,
If people are looking at pearls and using their eyes, right? Their eyes are the most important thing. What's a good way to fake or to identify or to know that it's a fake pearl or a bad one or whatever. If you have a sales associate telling you it's a good
Okay.
pearl, but you know because you're in the industry that it's not, what should somebody be looking for?
Fake or real pearl.
Yeah. Fake, bad pearls. Yeah.
So two pearl love each other slowly by slowly. Love each other. If we feel some fraction, this is a real pearl because this is a calcium layer. But super smooth, this is a fake pearl. Some of the jewelry company didn't know, also sell fake pearl. Some international very big brand, $1,000 of the pearl jewelry, also fake pearl, but people don't know. So
Okay.
actually, love slowly by slowly, softly. If you can feel some like gacha gacha kind of the feeling, then this is a real brand, even
It's
for
like
fresh
it's the
water.
sound. It's the sound you make.
No, it's not the sound. It's like friction.
Friction. The
Yeah,
friction.
yeah. It's because of the thousands of calcium layer,
Huh.
like the similar like a teeth or a nail.
Okay.
So it's like calcium layer. If love each other, you can feel something. This is a calcium layer. Pearl also the same, but it's a
Ah.
plastic or glass is super smooth. Cannot feel it. This calcium layer is come from the nature.
So, okay, so make sure I understood that correctly. The way to spot a fake pearl is by the friction of rubbing two of them together. And if
Yes.
they make a sound,
No sound
it's
is a feeling.
the feeling, that the
Yeah, feeling.
feeling of the
Yeah,
friction. Okay, so it's hands, you got to feel it. And then if it doesn't, if you can't feel it, then
it's
it's
a
not
fake.
real. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm educated. Thank you.
Thank you so much. through your podcast. Thank you.
All right. So I got a final question for you. How do people find you? What's your website? I'll make sure I put it in the notes, but what is your website, or, how do people find out about you?
So well, we have a website or also social media, perfalco.com or perfalco. If you can Google it, then to find me. I really love to share my knowledge. No need to be my customer. I wanted to share my knowledge, how to see the quality or how to differentiate the type of the.
Wonderful. So pearlfalco.com, and I'll put that in the show notes, and that's
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
FALCO. So PEARL Falco, FALCO.com. Maiko, thank you so much for
Thank you so
staying up
much.
late for me today.
Okay. It's
Appreciate
okay.
it. It has
Thank you
been a
so much for your
pleasure
time.
talking with you. You have such an amazing heart and passion for pearls and educating people on the industry. And I just want to say thank you so much. I'm proud of you. I'm honored to talk with you today. And again, if you guys want to check out her website, I'll put it in the show notes below. So that wraps up today's episode on the Rise Up podcast. Maiko Makito, she's the co-owner and managing director at Pearl FALCO. Thank you so much for staying with me today,
Thank you
and
so
we'll catch
much.
everyone on the next episode. See you guys.